Hey and welcome to Neverwinter with Aragon. So in this video, I'd like to go over the Astral Diamonds exchange, its benefits and why you should actually be using it, but does it actually ever work anymore? Can we actually go and exchange the Astral Diamonds to Zen? Or is this 67.5 million requested Zen made it so that it's impossible? Well, no, it's not impossible. You can see just earlier today, one of my listings did go through, and I got my 5,000 Zen. But how far back did I actually go and post this? Well, if we scroll back down here, we can see I posted one here on the 19th of December. I believe that one's still up. Here's another one on the 18th of December. Another one here on November the 28th. And another one here again, November the 28th. And finally, this one here, November the 28th as well. So, yes, as far back as November the 28th is when I posted my Astral Diamonds to convert them to Zen, and we finally got one of these to come through. So I'm still waiting on a whole bunch more here, and I can go add on another listing. But how many days total is this? This is just an insane wait. If we go from November the 28th all the way to, I believe it was February the 28th there, that's a total of 92 days just to get my Zen. That is mad. But is this actually worth the wait? Well, for a lot of players, this still is worth the wait, and that is why there is still 67.5 million Zen being requested. And the reason for this is Cryptic Studios like to put things on the Zen market which you can make a lot of profit for by just purchasing them. For example, like supplies. If we look at like preservation wards, if we bought a bunch there and we look on the auction house, we can see that 100 preservation wards is nearly 1.6 million Astral Diamonds, and this is just crazy. So with the base equivalent of 750 Astral Diamonds to be the equivalent of what we see here, 1 Zen, this means that these preservation wards, if I were to buy 10 of them, I should sell them at a reasonable price of 75,000 Astral Diamonds, meaning 100 of these should only cost me 750,000 Astral Diamonds. But you can see they're on nearly 1.6 million, and that is more than doubling the amount of profit you gain. So yes, I could go and I could spend all this Zen that I just obtained, this 5,000, on like preservation wards, and I literally double my currency. After about 100 days of listing it, I'll be able to convert that back to Zen again, and I'll have had doubled my Astral Diamond count. And this is what I've been doing in the last years to, basically double my Astral Diamond count and get to where I am. You just go and you post it like this here. You'll need to go and maximum amount you can post in one time is always 5,000 there. So you can always have only a max of requesting there 25,000 Zen, and that's your cap on your account. So that's the Astral Diamonds exchange, and that's the way how basically this game can be not called pay to win, as you can obtain this free currency through its exchange. However, it's currently outrageous as a wait time. It's going to be up there to nearly 100 days pretty soon. I've had to wait 92 days just to get this 5,000 Zen, and I'm still waiting on 2 others of these listings that were posted at the same time as this to come through. So I should be expecting them within this day or two. So what would you spend your Zen on to gain the most profit? I did mention looking at these preservation wards, but there are definitely other things, and because the auction house fluctuates so much, you're best off just looking at the time that you are at and checking all these things out. Whenever there's a sale, that's when you want to spend your Zen. Don't spend it when you don't have a discount. You could get a coupon from invoking, and you could use that coupon then to go and purchase something on the Zen market and go and then sell it back on the auction house. Just keep in mind that companions and mounts are pretty much all just bound there, and you won't be able to sell those back on. If you just hover over them when you're selecting them here, you'll see it binds on pickup character, meaning you won't be able to sell it on after buying it. But yeah, just go and check the Zen market for yourselves. Check those prices. Like preservation wards have gone up insane prices, but you'll notice that coal wards generally are actually a lot cheaper. If we just look here, you can see they're only just over 1 million there. So most of the time you're probably better off using a coal ward, especially if you're around 1-2%, especially with this price range. So with this being said, you'd be better off, yes, purchasing your preservation wards and selling them over, let's say, coal wards. Now you definitely could look at like mount upgrade tokens and companion upgrade tokens and also go and sell those, as those are pretty needed, as we have just got a big rise in getting our companions to be able to upgrade them to mythic, and along with mounts earlier just last year. So with that being said, hopefully this is at least somewhat helpful to your newer players, and for you older players, yeah, the Astral Diamond exchange has gone up to over 90 days now. Something seriously needs to be done about it. Ideally, of course, they wouldn't have it done so that it's locked. Currently, with its current state, the only way you actually get this Zen is if people actually go and sell their Zen. They sell their Zen, exchanging it for Astral Diamonds. The players who have the listed who are requesting Zen would then go and, based on order, the time at which they had posted, they go and receive that Zen back. So it's based on the population and how much people actually exchange their Zen for requesting Astral Diamonds, which is kind of a silly thing to do, as what I've just mentioned, because you're much better buying things on the Zen market with your Zen and selling them on the auction house to get your Astral Diamonds. Sure, it might not be instant, you might have to wait to get that exchange for people to buy it off you, but that's it really. Ideally, of course, they would have this freestanding that you'd be able to go and switch your currency whenever you feel like it, rather than being capped behind a waiting wall. But it's definitely advantageous to the company itself, this waiting wall, because it incentivizes people to actually go purchase Zen for real money, which, yeah, is definitely a good thing for them. But if it takes too long, we can start pointing fingers at them and calling it pay to win, because we just can't exchange our Zen in any reasonable amount of time. 90 days is mad. That's a 3-month wait. That's quarter of a year. Cryptic Studios, you seriously gotta do something. So that's it for me. Hopefully I presented this well. If I did, consider leaving the video a like. And if you're new around here, consider subscribing. And we'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.